Today we are going to study the rolling motion. We know the types of motion we have studied till are rotational motion and translational motion. What is rotational motion? The motion in which body rotate about an axis of rotation is called as the rotational motion. What is translational motion? The motion in which body moves along a straight line is called as the translational motion. Today we are going to study the rolling motion. What is rolling motion? Consider there is a ball, okay, or there is a sphere. There is a rigid surface and the ball is moving along the surface. Okay, by applying force, the ball is moved on this surface. Then the motion of the ball will be a rolling motion. It is the combination of rotational motion. It is the combination of rotational motion and translational motion. It is the combination of rotational motion and translational motion. Here, each and every particle in this sphere is in rotational motion as well as in translational motion. Every particle moves in rotational as well as translational. Each particle rotates as well as it is transferred in forward direction. But there is one particle in this sphere which is in only translational motion. It is at the center. At the center there is a particle which is having only translational motion. It is does not having rotational motion. Okay, this point at the center is called as the center of mass. When spherical body is in rolling motion, then each and every particle in the body is in rotational as well as translational motion, but there is only one particle at the center of mass which is having only translational motion. It is not having rotational motion. ज्यावेळेस एखादा स्पियर अशा सरफेस वरून रोटेट होतोय आणि तो पुढे 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 जातोय, त्यावेळेस तो रोटेट होतो म्हणून त्याचं रोटेशनल मोशन आहे. आणि त्यानंतर तो पुढे एका पॉइंट वरून दुसऱ्या पॉइंट कडे ट्रान्सफर केला जातो आणि त्यामुळे त्याचं मोशन कोणतं आहे? ट्रान्सलेशनल मोशन आहे. मग या बॉडी मधला इथं प्रत्येक पार्टिकल हा स्वतःभोवती रोटेट होत असणार आहे, बरोबर, अबाउट अन ऍक्सिस ऑफ रोटेशन. बट देर इज ओनली वन पार्टिकल ऍट द सेंटर. म्हणजे या सेंटरवर जो पार्टिकल आहे, म्हणजेच काय आहे ते बॉडीचं सेंटर ऑफ मास आहे, तिथं फक्त कोणतं मोशन असेल? ट्रान्सलेशनल मोशन असेल. हा जो पॉइंट आहे हा रोटेट होणार नाही, तो काय होईल? फक्त पुढे ट्रान्सलेट होईल. अशा प्रकारच्या मोशनला आपण काय म्हणू शकतो? रोलिंग मोशन. ओके, इन रोलिंग मोशन वी हॅव टू फाइंड फर्स्ट एनर्जी. एनर्जी of a particle in rolling motion. Energy of a particle in rolling motion. Here consider rotational kinetic energy plus translational kinetic energy is equal to rolling kinetic energy. As rolling motion is the combination of rotational motion and translational motion, the rolling kinetic energy is ER, which is the combination of rotational kinetic energy of the body plus translational kinetic energy of the body. So we can write E rolling is equal to E rotational plus E translational. Okay, E rotational is half I omega square. We know rotational kinetic energy of a body is half I omega square and translational kinetic energy of the body is half mv square. Okay, then half, what is I? I is the moment of inertia. In place of I we can write mk square into omega square plus half mv square. इथे आय म्हणजे काय आहे? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया आहे. त्याच्या ऐवजी आपण काय पुटअप केलंय? एम के स्क्वेअर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रेडियस ऑफ गायरेशन, देन प्लस हाफ एम व्ही स्क्वेअर विच इज इक्वल टू हाफ एम के स्क्वेअर What is omega? Omega is the angular speed. So in this place we can write V by R as omega is equal to V upon R bracket square plus half mv square. Here we can take common 1/2 mv square, half mv square या दोन्ही पॉइंट ह्याच्यातून कॉमन काढला तर काय येईल बघा, हाफ एम व्ही स्क्वेअर. इथं ब्रॅकेट मध्ये काय राहील, इथला 1 प्लस इथे काय राहिलं बघा, व्ही स्क्वेअर हाफ एम हे कॉमन आलं, राहिलं के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर, 1 प्लस के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. दिस इज द कायनेटिक एनर्जी इन रोलिंग मोशन. Rolling kinetic energy of a body is half mv square in bracket 1 plus k square upon r square, where k is the radius of gyration of the body. As we know, radius of gyration of the body depends on shape of the body. When the shape of the body changes, radius of gyration also changes. So, as k depend on shape of the body, rolling kinetic energy also depend on shape of the body. For disc, ring, solid cylinder, hollow cylinder, solid sphere, hollow sphere, radius of gyrations are different. So rolling kinetic energies for these bodies are also different. Okay, no, the rolling kinetic energy of a body is equal to half mv square in bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. This is the rolling kinetic energy. Okay, then second point we will see in rolling motion is velocity of a rolling body. Velocity of a rolling body. How to find velocity of a rolling body? Consider this is a sliding surface which is making angle theta with horizontal. Consider there is a spherical body here and it is at height h from the horizontal surface. Then it moves or slides in downward direction and comes here. When this body rolling on the surface, note that there must be static friction which is necessary for rolling motion of a body. Without static friction, बॉडी कॅन नॉट रोल. ओके, जर सरफेस मध्ये आणि बॉडी मध्ये स्टॅटिक फ्रिक्शन नसेल तर बॉडी ही रोल होणार नाही. ती काय होईल तर या सरफेस वरून स्लाइड होईल. ज्यावेळेस यांच्यामध्ये फ्रिक्शन आहे त्यावेळेस ती रोल होईल आणि ज्यावेळेस यांच्यामध्ये फ्रिक्शन नसेल त्यावेळेस ती काय होणार आहे तर स्लाइड होणार आहे सरफेस वरून. ओके, हे महत्वाचा पॉइंट आहे, लक्षात ठेवायचा. रोलिंग मोशन साठी काय नेसेसरी आहे, स्टॅटिक फ्रिक्शन असणं नेसेसरी आहे. अदरवाइज मोशन कोणतं असेल, स्लाइडिंग मोशन असेल. आता इथं बॉडी काय होतीये, ही रोल होतीये. इथं स्पियर आहे, या स्लाइडिंग सरफेस वरून तो काय होणार आहे, रोल होणार आहे. आता व्हेन दिस स्पियर रोल ऑन दिस सरफेस, इट इज कमिंग डाउन. द लेंथ ऑफ द सरफेस इज S. Okay, the distance which is traveled by the sphere during its rolling motion is S. H is the height of the sliding surface from the horizontal. What is theta? It is the angle made by the sliding surface with horizontal. Okay, when the body or a sphere, it is at the highest position, that is at height h from the horizontal surface, that is at the top position of the sliding surface, then there is the potential energy because the body is at rest. Body is initially at rest, so the energy will be the potential energy. The potential energy of body is equal to mgh, where m is the mass of the sphere, g is the acceleration due to gravity, and h is the height from the horizontal surface. Initially, the energy of the sphere is potential energy, which is equal to mgh. When the sphere come down, then its potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Which kinetic energy? As body rolls on the surface, the kinetic energy of the body is rolling kinetic energy. That is when it is at the topmost position of the sliding surface. there is the potential energy of the body. When it starts its motion along the surface and roll along the surface, this potential energy get converted into the kinetic energy of rolling motion. So kinetic energy of body, as the body is rolling, energy will be half mv square into bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. We can say that the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Okay, so we can write initial potential energy of the body is equal to final kinetic energy of the body. As it is converted into kinetic energy, potential energy is equal to kinetic energy. So mgh is equal to half mv square into bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. Here m get cancelled on both sides. So we can write 2gh is equal to v square into bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. Then we have to find out velocity of a rolling body. So keep v square here on RHS and 1 plus k square upon r square is taken to the LHS. So we can write v square equal to 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. So we can write by taking square root on both sides, we can get v equal to root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. This is the formula for velocity of a rolling body. Okay, velocity of a rolling body, v equal to root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Here we can say g is the acceleration due to gravity, h is the height of the inclined surface, then k is the radius of gyration of the body. Okay, then rolling velocity is v equal to root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Then third point we will see for rolling body is acceleration of rolling body. Acceleration of rolling body. Here we have seen that as v equal to under root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. This was the formula for velocity of a rolling body. Then we have the third kinematical equation as v square equal to u square plus 2s. Third kinematical equation is v square equal to u square plus 2s. As the body is initially at rest, I have told you the body is initially at rest, then you can say the u equal to 0. What is u? U is the initial velocity of the body. Body is initially at rest, so initial velocity will be 0. Okay, here u equal to 0. So we can write v square equal to 0 plus 2as. Therefore, v square equal to 2as. A equal to v square upon 2s. A equal to v square upon 2s. But here v equal to under root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. This is equation first. This is equation second. And from figure was like this. Here angle theta. This distance is s and this distance is h. Okay, from figure we can say that sin theta equal to, what is sin theta from this figure? Sin theta equal to h upon s. So we can say what is s? S equal to h upon sin theta. Here sin theta equal to h by s. So what is s? S equal to h upon sin theta. This is equation number 3rd. From equations 1, 2, 3, we can say A equal to V square. What is V? Root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Here we have taken square of this velocity. Then what happens? This root sign get cancelled. Here V square means 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square divided by 2s. What is s? It is h upon sin theta. 2 into h upon sin theta. Then what happens here? 2h get cancelled with this 2h, 2h get cancelled. Then this sine theta goes to numerator, g into sine theta divided by 1 plus k square upon r square. This is A, acceleration. What is acceleration? A equal to g sine theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Here we have seen acceleration of the rolling body. For this we have used third kinematical equation, and by putting u equal to 0, the value of v and s we can get A equal to g sine theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. रोलिंग बॉडीसाठी आपण 3 फॉर्म्युले बघितलेले आहेत. 3 फॉर्म्युल्यांमध्ये फर्स्ट फॉर्म्युला आपण बघितला एनर्जी ऑफ अ रोलिंग बॉडी. एनर्जीचा फॉर्म्युला काय होता? तर हाफ mv स्क्वेअर इंटू ब्रॅकेट इक्वल टू हाफ mv स्क्वेअर इंटू ब्रॅकेट 1 प्लस के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. त्यानंतर रोलिंग बॉडीसाठी व्हेलॉसिटीचा फॉर्म्युला आपण बघितला. व्हेलॉसिटीचा फॉर्म्युला आपल्याला काय मिळाला? तर √2gh अपॉन 1 प्लस के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. आणि थर्ड ऍक्सेलरेशन ऑफ द रोलिंग बॉडी, हा फॉर्म्युला आपल्याला काय मिळाला? तर जी साइन थीटा अपॉन 1 प्लस के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. असे 3 फॉर्म्युले आपल्याला रोलिंग बॉडीसाठी मिळालेले आहेत. जर तिन्ही फॉर्म्युले तुम्ही ऑब्झर्व केलेत तर तुमच्या एक लक्षात येईल की तिन्ही फॉर्म्युल्यांमध्ये एक टर्म इथे कॉमन आहे, ती म्हणजे आहे 1 प्लस के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. 1 प्लस के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. जर तुम्हाला के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर हा रेशो डायरेक्टली माहित असेल, आता जसं मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं की रेडियस ऑफ गायरेशन के ही कुणावर डिपेंड असते? तर बॉडीवर डिपेंड आहे. बॉडीचा शेप चेंज झाला तर के ची व्हॅल्यू म्हणजेच रेडियस ऑफ गायरेशनची व्हॅल्यू ही काय होणार आहे? चेंज होणार आहे. मग के ची व्हॅल्यू डिपेंड कुणावर आहे? तर बॉडीवर डिपेंड आहे. जर बॉडी बदलली तर के ची व्हॅल्यू बदलणार आहे, आणि त्यामुळेच के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर हा रेशो हा प्रत्येक बॉडीसाठी कसा असेल? डिफरंट असेल. बरोबर. मग प्रत्येक बॉडीसाठी के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअरची व्हॅल्यू जर तुम्हाला माहित असेल तर त्याच्यावरून तुम्ही एनर्जी, व्हेलॉसिटी, ऍक्सेलरेशन याचे फॉर्म्युले डिफरंट फॉर्म करू शकता. ओके. त्यासाठी आपण बघूयात की के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर वेगवेगळ्या बॉडीजसाठी कसं फाइंड आउट करायचं. ओके. we know I equal to moment of inertia, which is equal to mk square, which is equal to mr square. We can say I equal to mr square. Okay. I equal to mr square जर असेल तर याच्यामध्ये आपण असा एक चेंज करूयात की I equal to n mr square. I equal to n mr square. आपण मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया डिफरंट बॉडीज साठी बघितलेले आहेत, अबाउट डिफरंट ऍक्सेस बघितलेले आहेत. आपल्याला इथे घेताना काय करायचंय? तर बॉडीचा सेंट्रल ऍक्सिस आपण घेतोय आणि तिचा मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया सपोज n मल्टिपल ऑफ mr स्क्वेअर असेल तर याच्यामध्ये हा जो n आहे तो n काय रिप्रेझेंट करतो? तर के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. हा रेशो म्हणजेच काय असणार आहे? n असणार आहे. ओके. हे सगळ्यांनी लक्षात ठेवा की I इक्वल टू n मल्टिपल ऑफ mr स्क्वेअर या फॉर्म मध्येच सगळे मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया आहेत. We have seen number of moment of inertias for different bodies. In this, we have seen that all moment of inertias are n multiple of mr square. Here, n represents the value of k square upon r square. Okay. If there is a ring, then I equal to mr square. Here, n is equal to 1. Okay. Here, n is equal to 1. Therefore, we can say k square upon r square is equal to 1. Then for disk we have seen I equal to half mr square. So we can say n is equal to 1 by 2 here. N is equal to 1 by 2. So we can say k square upon r square is equal to 1 by 2. Then for solid sphere, I equal to 2 by 5 mr square. So here n is equal to what is n? 2 by 5. So we can say k square upon r square is also equal to 2 by 5. Then fourth, what is hollow sphere? For hollow sphere, we have seen I is equal to 2 by 3 mr square. So here n is equal to 2 by 3. N is equal to 2 by 3. So we can say what is k square upon r square? It is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, these are the values of k square upon r square for ring, disc, solid sphere and hollow sphere. Note that mr square ला ज्या नंबरनी मल्टिप्लाय केलेला आहे तो नंबर काय रिप्रेझेंट करेल तर के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर ची व्हॅल्यू. इथे हाफ आहे, हाफ एम आर स्क्वेअर, हाफ म्हणजे व्हॅल्यू कोणाची आहे के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर ची. इथे 2 बाय 5 एम आर स्क्वेअर आहे, मग 2 बाय 5 हा नंबर काय इंडिकेट करेल के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. इथे 2 बाय 3 एम आर स्क्वेअर आहे तर 2 बाय 3 काय इंडिकेट करेल व्हॅल्यू ऑफ के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर. Okay, by knowing these different values of k square upon r square, you can determine energy, velocity and acceleration of the different bodies. Okay, then we will find the values of velocity and acceleration for different bodies. Okay, here first ring. We have seen for ring k square upon r square is equal to 1. K square upon r square is equal to 1 as v equal to root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Here root 2gh upon 1 plus 1, that is root 2gh upon 2. 2 get cancelled, the value will be root gh. V equal to root gh for ring. Then acceleration will be, what is acceleration formula? G sin theta upon 1 plus k square upon r square. Here G sin theta upon 1 plus 1, that is G sin theta upon 2. This is the acceleration for ring. Okay, note V equal to root gh and a equal to G sin theta upon 2. These are the values of velocity and acceleration for ring. Then the second body will be disc. For disc we have know the value of k square upon r square is equal to 1 by 2. Then the change will be 1 plus 1 by 2. Here also 1 plus 1 by 2. Root 2gh upon 1 plus 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. Then value will be 2 goes to numerator, then value will be 4 by 3 gh. Here g sin theta upon 3 by 2 equal to 2 by 3 g sin theta. So for disc the value of velocity will be 4 by root 4 by 3 gh and value of acceleration will be 2 by 3 g sin theta. Then the next body will be solid sphere. For solid sphere, we know k square upon r square is equal to 2 by 5. Then place here, in place of k square upon r square 2 by 5, you will get root 2gh upon 5 plus 2 7 by 5, which is equal to 5 goes to numerator, 5 into 2 10, 10 by 7 gh. Here 1 plus 2 by 5, which is equal to g sin theta upon 5 plus 2 7, 7 by 5, which is equal to 5 by 7 g sin theta. See here velocity of the solid sphere which is rolling, which is equal to under root 10 by 7 gh. Here acceleration equal to 5 by 7 g sin theta. Then for hollow sphere, the value of k square upon r square equal to root 2 by 3. Okay, then we can place here k square upon r square equal to 2 by 3. We will get under root 2gh upon 5 by 3, which is equal to root 2gh 5 by 3. 3 goes to numerator, 3 into 2 6, 6 upon 5 gh. Here in place of k square upon r square, you can put 2 by 3 equal to g sin theta upon 5 by 3 equal to 3 by 5 g sin theta. See, for hollow sphere, velocity equal to root 6 by 5 gh and acceleration equal to 3 by 5 g sin theta. So we have seen velocity and accelerations for 4 bodies: ring, disk, solid sphere and hollow sphere. Then if we form a table of them, then the table will like this: ring, or we can say hollow cylinder, ring or hollow cylinder. Then second is disk or solid cylinder. Then the next will be solid sphere, and last will be hollow sphere. Here we can write k square upon r square, then velocity, and then acceleration. Okay, here body, k square upon r square. For ring will be 1. Then for disk the value will be 1 by 2. For a solid sphere it will be 2 by 5. And for hollow sphere it will be 2 by 3. Then what is the velocity? We have seen this. Velocity for ring is under root gh. For disk is root 4 by 3 gh. For solid sphere it is root 10 by 7 gh. And for hollow sphere it is root 6 by 5 gh. Then values of acceleration are here half g sin theta for ring. Then for disk it will be 2 by 3 g sin theta. Then for solid sphere it will be root velocity is root 10 by 7 gh, acceleration will be 5 by 7 g sin theta. And for hollow sphere acceleration will be 3 by 5 g sin theta. Okay, these are the different velocities and accelerations for different bodies, rolling bodies. Here we have completed the point rolling motion. In this point we have studied energy, velocity and acceleration for different rolling bodies. Okay.